Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast, Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Stunning Steve Cabot, Party Boy Pete McCormick, and Dangerous Diana Spencer. Party Boy Pete, you ready to get this thing started?
Matt, I don't know if the audience can see what I'm holding up, but it is officially a Mad Dog summer. We got Mad Dog 2020 cans delivered by GoPuff, baby.
Wow. And is that blue raspberry I see?
That is sweet blue raspberry at a 12% ABV, baby.
Wow. Well, nice. Good for Mad Dog 2020 for expanding their, their kind of menu kind of thing. Very good. All right, Diana, you ready to get this thing started or what?
Yeah, what's up, bitches?
Ooh, right. Good.
She's spicy today.
Spicy, cold today, hot tamale. All right, Stunning Steve, you ready to get this thing rocking and rolling or what?
He's still on bachelor party mode, cuz. Let's go.
Perfect. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast, Weekend Poppin'. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast and hang out with us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, feel free to email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's all objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. Would you share it? Would you share it? Would you share it? Working Perspectives.
All right. So, Dangerous Diana, how have you been?
Oh, I've been great. I've been working like a maniac, which is why I'm in bed right now. I'm just waiting to shovel some melatonin until once it's an appropriate time.
Yeah, for people that don't know, time of recording is 6:30 p.m. right now.
Text me, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, waiting to go to bed.
Yeah. I was like, "You want to jump on this recording?" And she's like, "All right, I got an hour before I go to sleep."
Yeah,
just kidding. I have 10 minutes. Yeah,
I'm not getting up.
I would love, dude. I'll tell you what, melatonin. The first couple times you do melatonin, woo, you're fucking out.
Well,
melatonin gummies, dude.
Really?
Shit. Take them every night.
That shit works for you guys?
Every night. I take like 4 of them.
That's the thing. I was like, it started not working for me after a while because I was just like, gig.
Yeah.
You know?
It works for me if I combine it with a bottle of NyQuil and a fifth of whiskey.
But, Pete does a whole ass cocktail.
Hell yeah, Pete. Hell yeah, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm like dropping the shot of NyQuil inside of the...
NyQuil, dude, that shit, that stuff will put you out.
I wake up like hungover with that shit. You wake up with one eye open. You can't get right.
Yeah, you're foggy.
That's why I just smoke 14 blunts before I go to sleep, and that makes me tired.
I can't. Oh my god, I cannot be that in my thoughts at all anymore. I'm done with weed.
There must be something that rhymed with orange, large, barge, garn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
figure it out,
man. Yeah, but so it is what it is. Everyone's got to get there. I mean, when we were all, we all used to have a different method when we were younger, but every one of us. But cool. All right, nice. So everything going well in your life, Diana? Sorry, weird question, but everything's good besides work.
Ask her the real question. Ask her the real question. Where the fuck's the Sawzall and what have you been cutting lately?
The Sawzall.
Yeah.
I have so not been doing enough work. I'm gonna be real. I started seeing this guy and I have not.
He doesn't know how to use a Sawzall.
No, he does. Of course he does. That's like one of the first questions I ask.
You need my Sawzall.
Yeah. Can you fix shit? Because I have a lot of shit that needs to be fixed.
That is an amazing
requirement.
Yeah, amazing first date question. Like, look, before we order appetizers, what's your Sawzall game like? All right,
Oh.
I
No,
believe
I
she met him
am. I'm
on
like-
plentyofsawzalls.com.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
No. Oh my God. You want to know how I met him? I hope I'm not going to post this, but,
You want me to cut this?
No, it's fine,
Okay.
but I'm not going to share our shit today. But I homie hopped. I met him at a party that I was with another guy.
Oh!
Oh,
I left-
looking for the side D.
Yeah, I left that-
R.I.P. to
Oh.
the original guy. God damn it.
Yeah. I
Poor
left as
guy.
soon as I got there. I texted one of my friends. I was like, "There's a hot friend here, and this is gonna be. Am I too old to homie hop now?"
Where the
Every-
fuck's my
I didn't even
Sawzall?
know that was a thing.
Oh,
A
every
homie?
single one of my
A
every single
homie
one of my-
hop?
Yeah, every single one of my serious relationships, since I was 15, was a homie hop.
Maybe you
Was
might
it a
have a
serious
fetish.
Yo, is this a
No, I
serious-
think I just like hang out with. I start seeing guys, and then
then their
they
friends
start
are
bringing
hotter.
me. Yeah, they start bringing me around their friends, and I end up clicking with one of the friends. And I'm like,
You know
"All right,
what?
well,
You know what it
Like
is
you
too?
realize you were filling up on rolls, and the
Yeah.
main course had just been brought out. So you were
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like, look,
exactly.
I really like this salad, but I really want to try the entree. Yeah,
exactly. I'll have the
Yeah.
fillet.
yeah. I see that. You know what it is? Might be too. Like, say, like I know for me, right? Like all of my close friends, if they have a girlfriend, right away, it's like,
What's her
you know,
friends look like?
well, like, but like a lot of my, yeah, of course. What do her friends look like? Hook me up, whatever. I'll ruin a lot of things for you. All that stuff.
I'll ruin her
It's
whole
not a
life
serious
in 2
friend.
days.
Yeah,
I
this guy
will
was
ruin
banging
her
this
whole
guy. He
life.
was in town visiting from California, and I ran into him. So we were like just bang until he went home, pretty much. And I didn't think anything of it. But then he asked me to go to this party, which I hate. I don't like when guys do that. It's like, why? Where, you know what I mean? It's why are
Yeah.
we making this a
Yeah.
public thing?
Yeah, we don't want to hang
Um,
out more than the 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa,
Exactly.
whoa. While
It's
I'm
like
looking
he's
for
trying
the
to show me around. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
he's just bringing me.
What, you
all this
arm
stuff.
candy,
hold
right?
Yeah.
hold on.
Did he tell you what to wear? Or was he like, hey, why don't you
Yeah.
wear
Put
a
on
shirt?
those heels that I saw in your
Hold on.
profile pic. All right, what, Steve?
No,
What
no,
is
hold
it?
on, like-
Hold on. As I'm looking for the Sawzall and ignoring you guys, I hear her glance over the fact that she ain't trying to go nowhere. Can we just bang and lay down?
Yeah.
What, I'll go
She's
bring
like,
her
look,
out
I
and
took
have
it.
casual
Yeah.
sex?
She's like, I took 3 melatonin. Come over here. Give me some stem.
I don't
Put
wanna
the
lay
stem
down
in my
afterwards.
guts. And let's
I
go.
don't-
I don't
Dude.
understand how that happens. Every
Dude,
girl
you're
I've
assuming
ever
that I wanna cuddle after every time I have sex.
No, I
I'm
didn't
not-
mean that. I didn't mean
Yeah.
that. But like every girl I've ever
I mean, I want to
Yeah.
cuddle.
Was-
Is that so
every
bad to
girl-
want
I
to cuddle?
do too with specific men. There's some men I don't want to cuddle with. It's like,
Diana
let's-
rolls over. She shows him her phone. She's like, I ordered you an Uber.
Oh my god, they don't know where I live. Are you kidding me? That never happens at my house ever. Never
Every girl
ever at
I've-
my house.
What do you have, like a card to like a Best Western or something? Like what
no,
is
I go to
it?
their house. I gotta.
Oh.
Oh, I gotta let the
You
dog
travel.
out. I'll see you. And then
Oh
leave.
yeah, the dog. That's
Good.
a good thing.
Good
about
call.
that. It always
Dogs are the
gives you an
best.
Good
excuse.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta let
Every
the dogs
girl
out.
I've-
See you next time.
every girl I've ever casually had sex with as like a friend, within like the third time of gutting her, she goes, "Are we like gonna go in public together?" And I'm like, "God damn it, no!"
They never.
And that's when
friends,
Steve's like,
friends with-
that's when Steve breaks out the camera. He's like, I'm sorry, but we are in
I'm
public
like,
right now.
I'm like, and then I always hit him with the honey, look at me. You don't want me in public with you. People are gonna see you and judge you with me next to you.
Friends
Okay.
with benefits never works.
So-
one always gets feels. That's how it happens every time. I just
No,
try
what-
not to
it's 90% of the time it's the women.
Women,
Let's be
yeah.
Oh,
honest.
for sure. For
90%.
sure.
Maybe
I mean,
98%.
I'm not even gonna say. Yeah.
Do you think so? Here's a question, Diana, right? You're very much like you almost have like a man's mentality when it comes to sexual relations.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
working in
think
the yard?
Yeah, and do you think that is just like your natural personality, or is that something that like kind of developed in you by going to an all-girls school?
I definitely don't think it has anything to do with going to an all-girls school.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, being around the least amount of dicks probably didn't help her develop into
No. Oh my
acting
god,
like you had
dude,
to do.
I was a hoe in high school. I was around a lot of dicks. Are you kidding me?
No.
What, you think it's 'cause I went to an all-girls school?
Yeah.
There was
trust
no
me.
bird around me.
What?
Wasn't bird chasing.
Bird chasing, stem snapping, gutting. What is we got
Yeah.
going on here?
She knew what the sweatpants meant right away. As soon
Yeah.
as-
Hells yeah. Dude, I was like every baseball game, every football game, I was there on the sidelines. Hey boys, hey. And I
Were
was
you
at
a
all the other
cheerleader?
schools.
Twitter, she was disappointed
I was
because
a
she thought
cheerleader.
it was like a bird watching app. She's like, "Yeah, Twitter. What the fuck are these?"
I will say this. I will say this. One of my closest friends was a LaSalle guy growing up in my neighborhood. Blah blah. His family's the only one that had money. The LaSalle guy, he ended up going to a Jesuit Catholic fucking college at Scranton,
Yeah.
full of fucking New York and Philly all girl school broads. The
Yeah.
college broads that went to all girl schools were the wildest group of bitches I've ever met in college.
Yeah, man.
A bunch of
They put-
hoo-ahs.
Oh my God, son. I can't go into
They
Jersey
all, I
anymore.
bet they all had dads who loved them too.
Well, that's when I
the
found
sad
out. Like,
thing.
I sit here and say I'm a hoe, but it's not like the. So I was a secret hoe. No one knew about it. Like, I never really liked like telling my biz to anybody.
Right, like on, but like Diana, what are you considering yourself a hoe? Like, if you're having
Sucking
sex,
dick.
well, no, but I'm saying if you're hooking up, if you're hooking up with like one or two guys, or maybe even more, like 10 guys,
Hold on.
but like you're just having sex a lot. That's a lot different than like you're getting trained by 6 guys every night. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. No,
no.
okay. So, all right.
you were just
I
having
did
sex a lot.
a lot of sex when I was
Yeah.
young.
Like,
You know what
but
I
you
mean?
were
So-
dating, right? Like you're like, hey, I'm seeing
No.
this guy. Okay.
What's up, cuz?
I wasn't dating any of them.
But you had like your regulars, right? We'll say.
Yeah. Oh God, if it was fun, I stuck around. If it was fun, I stuck around. It's funny because like even as an adult, so I had a lot of fun in high school and then after high school, and then I met my ex who I was with for 9 years. So
Diana,
I
you
went-
only have a 70 on this test. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I never fucked any teachers. There was one
I
I wanted
appreciate the
to,
hesitation.
and I
Oh
was
wait.
I
Was
was
there
not
like
quiet about
was
it
there
either.
like was there a good looking like cool
We
teacher
had
at the
one
Alfred-
hot teacher. Yeah,
This dude
and
must
he
have been-
got
He must
got
have been
harassed out of there.
slaying.
He
He's
got
so-
harassed. He got harassed out of there. People were leaving their phone numbers on tests. The one time he walked past me and I made some comment. I don't even remember what I said. It was at lunch. We're at the lunch
Nice
table.
bird.
Yeah, I said something, I think about his ass, to be honest. And he was like, what did he say? Something like,
hit
do you
that.
want detention? And I was like, are you going to be there?
Dude, he must have
just
banged the
laughed and
chicks
walked away.
there.
He didn't last 6 months. I can't imagine he was young. You know what I mean? You look back on it, these teachers aren't that much older than us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's
they're all a bunch of degenerates.
Yeah. and
Drinking
it's
and
like,
smoking.
he had to have left because like he wasn't going to make it. He was going to get in
No.
trouble for banging a student. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's gonna
And
go to
we
jail.
were all trying, all of us, every single.
You remember the one blonde young John at North Bend?
How could we forget, Steve? How could we forget?
Well, here's the thing. So
You're breaking up.
said woman happened to be my that said woman happened to be my babysitter when I was younger.
Oh Lord.
So she was always hugging on me, and guys thought I had an in when really I had 0 because she thought I was her little brother.
Right.
So
That old
did
chestnut.
I play it off like I was going that way?
Yeah, of
And
course
they
you
were all
did.
like, "Yo, I can't believe Steubens is doing that. Look at him go."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "How you doing today, honey? I hope you have a good day." And like packed my lunch and pushed me out the classroom.
I remember me and Pete spread a lot of rumors about teachers because there's a kid on our wrestling team, and we'll shout him out because I've talked about him before in other episodes. His name's Joey Radisoni, right? And he was on our wrestling team, and he had an older brother that was like a coach, but he was like a stud, like a legendary stud, right? So we would tell all these stories about like how he would get his lunch for free because he had a chick he was banging in the cafeteria that worked there. He never had to pay a library fine because he had a chick that, you know, and then there was teachers that had went to school with him when he was there that were teachers now that we had said he banged every one of them. Don't know if it's true, but you know,
It
could've
probably
been.
was.
It probably was. That's the
Hey,
thing. It's
That
believable.
dude loved those rumors.
It
He
was
loved
kind
it.
it was kind of in their DNA because we went on a snowboarding trip one year with one said teacher, right? And Joey, just so we get a visual, he's about the size of a mannequin, little guy, right?
He can buy
extremely good looking,
shoes.
extremely good looking, right? This kid's a stud.
Yeah.
So this teacher, he had this. Actually, it was the other way around, which is strange. He was sitting in her lap, and I'm pretty sure he was fighting this teacher off of him our entire snowboarding trip in high school. I
remember this story.
But he was at a point.
Do you think Joey would want this story told about him?
Joey?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Was this the teacher that there was a rumor that she was in porn back in the day?
Yes. That is.
Oh, I remember her.
She was like the snowboard and ski club broad, which she had no fucking idea how to snowboard or ski. So I was always confused by that. But whatever. She let us drink on the bus. Whatever.
Yeah. I feel like there has to be a thing. I don't know. I mean, like, say if you're like a teacher that does that, you were the kid in high school that like didn't go to the parties and wasn't invited places and was picked on by like boys, and then your like idea of like getting back, or maybe you're just like ultra religious or something, you didn't do the parties or whatever, and your idea of like you have, well, from what like the research I've seen, when it's like teachers getting with students, right?
Why are you researching this?
Well, I mean, maybe
That's what I'm laughing about.
Maybe
this is some
what fucking research? Hold on.
Maybe okay. Maybe research.
Starting his thesis, he's like going to grad school. He's like, I got my dissertation here.
No.
Here's
Maybe
my fucking
Porn
thesis
teachers
on this.
and
Maybe-
Italian wrestlers and how they come together.
Well, maybe research is the wrong word, but like
Stop.
things
Okay.
things I've heard and like is that for the teachers, they don't even like get off when they have sex with these kids. They get off later when like they're thinking about it, right? Because think about it.
Serial killers
theory.
Like if you're like think about it. If it's like a 16,
Where did you read that? You act like you didn't dive deep to get that information.
I heard, honestly, I think I heard it on like a podcast or an interview or
Matt,
something
I
like
think
that.
you're combining like porn with a Patrice O'Neill bit where he goes
And
like,
trauma.
And I like it. And I like it. Keep going, Matt.
Patrice
And
O'Neill.
I like it. Let's go.
Patrice O'Neill said a good bit where he's like, now that I'm getting older, he's like, I don't even enjoy sex. He's like, I just have sex so that I can jerk off to it later. He's like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this later.
No, but that's the thing is like it's like a domination thing, I think, or like a kind of like, or like a wanting thing for the teachers, right? They like, think about it. We were all 17, 16, like when we first started, you know, like
power dynamic.
But it's also like how, like, dude, it was like, like you're not like sticking around.
I'm sorry.
And then we were all a bunch of like Bernards that were orally challenged, you know, which we probably still are, right? Like, so like, yeah.
That's just like destroying all guys in general forever. Yeah, we all just suck at it.
Okay. How many 16, 17-year-old kids you think are sexually experienced enough to please like a 30, 28-year-old woman?
I'm like 36. We should not.
Yeah,
Matt,
I'm 36. I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Matt,
you know?
I gave girls
Most
the best
don't.
14 seconds of their life when I was younger, all right? The best
14 seconds? What are you, a fucking world record holder here? Are you kidding me? Like, that's like 5 times.
I know. I thought I was a porn star until I saw the disappointment on their face, and I was like, I guess that wasn't good enough.
Dude.
We're not disappointed back then. We don't know.
Why are you crying, Steve? Why are you crying?
Stop.
When we want to start having sex, we think that's normal. That's how long it lasts. It's never more than that. It's perfect.
See,
you know what I mean?
This is
okay, so
That's
Diana,
normal.
then right now, what is your ideal length of time?
A minimum.
Minimum. We're all pins and needles. Come on with it.
Yeah, well, I'm
Come
trying
on
to
with
think.
it.
Like, it's not like I'm watching the clock.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, you don't want like, okay, you get your rocks, he gets his rocks, 5 minutes, see you later, right?
No.
What?
So if we're just talking like how long a guy can hold off for, I like 15 minutes. That'd be nice for me.
But like,
Depends
if
on
you're
the
getting
years
to
I
like,
have.
well, like, but if you're getting into like the 35, 40, 45 minute range, right?
It's
Like-
sometimes, so it depends. Sometimes it's like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
every
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
Like
And then there's other times where I could hours. It depends on who it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
You know,
if
yeah,
you
like,
keep up with
I've
each
had
other, it's fun. But that's rare. That is
Yeah.
far and
I've
few
had
between.
both. I've had both
Few and far
reactions
between.
with a little help from my friends. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Little enhancement.
sure.
And
I
then you
took
gotta
one
mix-
of them
We-
once.
We've all used
Yeah.
performance enhancing.
I took
Come on.
one once.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Back up the truck, Steve. We'll get
Yeah,
back to you in a sec.
Yes.
Diana,
Down here. This
what did
What?
you just say?
What did you do?
I took one. I
Took
took
what?
one. I
What does
have
it
one in
do?
my medicine cabinet.
What, a
What do
Viagra?
you do?
Yeah.
Like a
it's
Cialis?
Cialis. Yeah.
What do you do? Rub it on your thing and it like feels better or something?
I'm sorry.
confused.
Do you just rub it? Does it rub on like that? Is that how it works for you guys?
No,
Yeah,
mine.
Oh,
I,
you
you know,
use it?
I was using
They
that as
do
a
have
repository.
I don't know. I don't know how it works because I've never had to use one.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Yeah,
duh.
let me text my dad and find out.
Why you guys act like it's shameful? It's fun.
Shameful?
When you guys take that shit, it's like, whoa, it's another
Well,
game.
the only problem is when the girl gets off, eventually she's done, and you're still nowhere near. Because when I tell you your dick is the most numb, it feels like I just got
Oh,
stabbed
you
with
can't
Novocaine.
feel anything.
No,
I haven't experienced it like
I don't
that.
know if you're taking the wrong one, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never experienced
Wait,
it like that.
this isn't what you guys take.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, of course. Mine's blue too. What? No.
But yeah, I took one. It's all about the blood rushing. Why not? See what happens.
And how did it go?
So
It was all right.
Okay. All right,
Hold on, I got-
Steve. So you were saying you've had 2 experiences. Go.
yeah, that's not the best story. We'll move
Okay.
to the next one. So
Nice.
this one, while I was at said bachelor party this weekend, a feller who will stay unnamed that
Yep.
you two definitely know
Yep.
told us the story about how and he tries to well, hold on. He gets a boner,
Sure. Had one.
won't go down, right? Won't go down.
Been there.
So he goes, he's yanking his fucking mushroom, doing whatever he can to try to
Yeah, pulling the stem.
right. He's yanking on him, right?
I can't.
Now he whips out the phone, Googles. He's looking at the Google, asking how does the boner go down? And they say jog. Now he's running around the fucking block with the thing out. Right? Hold on.
Wait. Hold on. If you have a fucking chucholaming going, right?
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
sucolaming, right? You're like and you're like, hey Googs, this fucking guy won't go away. What do I do? And Googs says, hey, fucking put your running shoes on. Get a fucking 5K in. That shit'll be gone. I'll tell you this. The thought of running would do it for me. I wouldn't even have to run.
Apparently, the Google says it brings blood back to the muscles that need
I see.
food to
Makes
run.
sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he jogs. Dick doesn't go down. Now he looks like a predator because he's running around the neighborhood with his fucking dick, right?
Yep.
The
So
big
he-
boner.
With his fucking stem.
Then he tells us now he's getting worried, right? He goes to the doctor, goes to the hospital. He goes, I walk in and I lean into the table and I'm like, hey, I got a boner that won't go down. To this old broad that's working the counter, right?
Sure.
She's like,
Not
yeah,
the
no
first
problem.
time she heard that.
No.
She goes, no problem, honey. Hold on. We got another one with the dick that won't go down. Like the whole thing, right? He's like, oh my God, right? So he goes, they put me in a room, they lay me down, and he goes, all of a sudden, I swear to God, every nurse and doctor that worked in that hospital did the
Yeah.
to my
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. I
stop
bet.
you.
I
I'm gonna
fucking
stop you.
bet.
I
They
got a
talk,
story.
right? So hold on. This is the very end of it. Blames it on Ambien.
Ambient.
Whatever. Blamed it on Ambien. So then, oh God. They have to shove needles in his dick to relieve the blood from it, to bring it down. So for all you kids out there that listen,
Wait
the
it out.
billions of kids, wait it out or don't
Or
take.
beat the son of a bitch into submission.
I
All right.
guarantee he was fucking with them over-the-counter gas station.
Oh, the
dildos.
goat
Yeah.
weed gimmicks.
Goat weed.
Yeah.
The first year of my life that I got boners, I thought I had to pee real bad, and I was very confused because I would go to the bathroom like, why am I not peeing? Like it's all filled.
Wait.
Yeah.
So what is
Hell
that like for you
yeah.
guys? Like when
Oh,
you
it's the
get
worst.
to that
It's the
age
worst. It's the
and you
worst.
start getting boners, it's like, what's going
I
on?
mean,
Like,
it's real
oh,
awkward to
that's
wear
awesome.
sweatpants.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the peeing thing.
So I had no older brothers. I was raised Catholic, you know, like my parents were a little
Yeah,
awkward.
they ain't
talking about-
talking to you about it.
Shut
the
up,
only
Pete.
thing
You're
I
from
knew was-
Philly. Shut up. You're not.
Steve, I
Raised
learned
Catholic.
everything I know from you. I learned everything I know from guys like you that I would hang out with, and they would tell me. So that was
Fair
my
enough.
education
Fair
process.
enough.
Same. I
Yeah,
agree.
fair enough.
Yes, you always learned it from your old heads for
Well,
sure.
at least someone gives me some credit for something.
The first time Steve tells me, he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm whacking off. I'm like, oh, you whack it? And then I like hit my dick. I'm like, oh no, that doesn't feel good. Like, what are these guys talking about? Like,
I'm over there like, dude. I'm over there like, dog. I'll beat the shit out of my dick.
yeah. I'm like taking everything very literally. I'm like, oh, you just whack it? Okay. And then like,
But you
next thing
just
I know-
fucking smack it around a little.
Oh my god.
Wait, dude,
the
that
first-
is
Yeah,
the
then you-
best.
Then you get real
first time-
scientific. And you're like, you know what? Let me see if I can put icy hot on this. And then you're like, oh no! And you go into the shower. The water makes it worse. Like it's
So the
Look,
first time for your question, first time a guy actually realizes, first time you experience pussy and you actually bust a
That
nut,
wasn't my question. That wasn't my
changes
question.
your life. Oh, okay. Because
My
You're-
question
it
was
ruined.
like,
It was
when
ruined.
you start walking around like 11, I don't even know how old you are when you just
You
start.
get them
getting
when you're
boners.
really young. Like you
When
get
you're
them
a
as a
baby.
kid.
When you're
Yeah.
a baby.
Oh, it'll be like going off like, dude, like you're like they'll be young kids,
yeah, but
like
like
my
11 or 12 is like when it just starts coming all the time, and you're like,
right,
what the fuck?
yeah, agreed. There's
I-
times when it like hits its stride, but like when you're a little kid, you know, if you play with it enough, it fucking stands at attention.
Right. It gets rough when you're like in like middle school. You're in or
Yeah.
6th grade, and some
Yeah.
girl goes to pass you in the hallway, and her butt accidentally rubs against your dick.
Or you like you
And next
see
thing
it,
you know, you don't even know
yeah,
what's going on. Next thing you know, you have a raging boner, and you don't even know how that got there.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
well, where'd you come from?
So,
Yeah.
so
Where'd you
this was
come
the worst
from?
one. Did you guys ever have delayed morning wood?
Oh,
it's like-
all
We have
the
morning
time.
practice. So like you're like normally you'd get it at whatever
All the
time, but we
time.
had morning practices. So you go and you practice, you
Yeah.
shower, you go to first period, you fall asleep during first period, you wake
Yep.
up, you're like, oh shit, oh don't call
Dude,
me. Oh,
I had
not
I
getting
had
up. Like,
I
oh,
had
no.
such like so you had to have
in the period.
dude, you had to have like moves to hide it, right? So like
Tuck in
I
the
want
waistband.
tucking it in the waistband, but I remember one time I just didn't have time to do it, and I was like fucking, and I had sweatpants on. I was like, this ain't happening. I just put a shoe in my pants,
Yep.
and everyone was like, "What do you have a shoe in your pants?" I was like, "I'm fucking
Oh,
weird. I
being
can never
funny,
fucking
huh?
yeah, I'm being an idiot,
Why
right?
not?
Literally just hiding my stunat."
I like so I leave is like I forget what year, but I leave class. I'm not dating time. I'm single, so I'm hugging every broad I see, right? Because that's what I do. I got a boner, so I'm like fuck. So I tuck it up into my waistband. Right now I
Right.
feel like a fucking straight stunad with the thing up there.
Yep.
I'm walking around, and girls are like, you know, I do the usual thing, like Steve. So they come to give me a hug, and I'm like, oh shit. And I
Oh,
hug
boy.
them, and I could see their faces like, what the fuck did I just feel on my stomach? And I'm like.
That's a pen. It's a horse in my pocket. I don't know.
Does it happen often as an adult?
There's
No,
no
it
controlling
calms
that
down.
thing. It calms down, but there's no controlling it. It'll pop up when you least expect it for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
the
it
worst
still happens,
times.
but it's not like in like what like from like 6th grade until like senior year. It's just
It's
uncontrollable.
non-stop. Non-stop.
Like, that
It
scene-
is
that
all
scene
day,
is-
every day.
The scene from 40-Year-Old Virgin is every day where you're just running from like what you think is porn. You're like, oh no, Step by Step song, they're all hot. What's going on here?
Topanga.
Yeah, seriously.
Topanga was bad.
Topanga, fucking the later years,
Topanga
Topanga,
was
fucking
bad.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
How dare you.
Topanga was
So,
all right,
That's why I like Step by Step
Rogan.
because it was all the daughters and the mom.
dude. And when they Suzanne Summers, then they had the blonde who was like stuck up, who was like, yeah. Then you had the brunette who was like, fuck yeah. Then you had the
So-
tomboy that grew up, and you were like, fuck yeah.
They had
Yeah.
Rogan said he tried to explain to his wife one time what it's like getting a straight rager, right? So this was his explanation to his wife to try to explain it to a woman. He said that when he's normal, he's driving a bus, right? He's driving a school bus, and you're in the front seat driving the bus with nobody in it, and you're doing 25 miles an hour in a 4-lane road, straight down, no cars, everything's fine, right?
Yeah.
You get a full-blown boner, and next thing you know, you're doing 90 in this bus with the windows down, and you're driving it from the very back. Shit's blowing around everywhere on a raggedy road with turns. You have no idea what's happening. You have no control. And then the second you bust a nut, all of a sudden you're back at the road driving 25 again in
Yeah.
the front, and you look around and go, how the fuck did I get here? And you look down and go, God damn it, you again.
Dude.
You again.
Patrice O'Neal had a similar one that was good. He's like, really what it is, like you're just walking around like ready to murder someone, and every time you let it go, you're like, oh, someone didn't die now because I let the beast out.
Trust me, when they on like Wolf of Wall Street, where he talks about sometimes you just gotta get rid of the stress in your life. The clearest thoughts of a man's life come 0.5 seconds after he busts nuts.
Yeah.
Everything
you're like
explained to
oh.
me post nut clarity.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the greatest.
That's been explained to me. Is it?
You only
Because
have,
every
like,
time
all
it's
of a sudden
explained
you'll
to
be
me,
like,
it's
wait a
like they're banging some gross chick, and then afterwards it's like, oh my god.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Well, your friends have told you that
that's my
suck because when they're banging
understanding
a hot
Pete,
chick, you
on.
look over and you're like,
Pete, what were you saying?
Yeah, like you'll have like a flashback to like 10th grade. Oh shit, I did get that question wrong on the test. Like the weirdest shit just pops into your head because like all of a sudden it's just like clarity. Just like the weirdest thoughts. Like
Yeah.
like I knew I should have pulled that wheelie in third gear when I was.
See,
on the
you guys
76.
are
What
wired
the
so
fuck?
weird, and we don't like talk about it enough. I just had this discussion with somebody not that long ago, like just guys being grabby and just doing guy shit when they're drunk, especially at the bar and stuff like that. Like guys you guys space out and the filter goes a little bit, but like I don't even hold it against you because like we just stopped raping. You know what I mean? Like this is all, this is all super
You're like, look, we really kind of took rape away 50, 60 years ago.
We didn't even stop doing it. We just started saying it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Lincoln signed the Masturbation Proclamation and raping just ended right
we
there.
forget that we're such animals. You know what I mean? And just instinct. There's this book that I have that's really fucking cool. It's called The Anatomy of Violence.
Yeah.
And it talks about.
I've read it.
You read that? Did you really?
Yeah.
You fucking liar! You fucking liar!
You should see. Hold on, I might even have it here. Hold up.
You
Rogan,
fucking liar.
The only reason I read this is because Rogan, who I have a gay obsession with.
You and everybody else, brother.
Yeah, he told me to read it, so I read whatever he says to read.
Did he?
I be taking this shit for no reason. I don't even know why I take this shit.
Oh, bro. I tried that shit. No go, baby. No go. Old Uncle Matty wasn't down with the alpha.
Anyway, go ahead, Diane.
In this book, like there's all sorts of shit that basically just like kind of it's like fascinating because like we just started really being able to like understand the brain, like it's such a mystery. And the biggest thing behind it is like that it's genetic. Crime is genetic. All this this guy has done all these studies on twins separated at birth. So it's like completely studies on these twins separated by birth throughout time. He's got a whole bunch of them. And the one thing was that like you guys can sense like the statistic of women getting raped when they're what's the word I'm looking for?
Sexy?
No.
Attractive?
It's actually
vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
No.
Wait. The statistic of women that get raped.
Give me a second.
When they're super slutty?
Fertile. So
fertile.
The statistic of women that get raped like right after their period when it's like best for them to conceive. It's weird because you guys can fucking sniff it out and you don't even know. You know what I mean? Like it's so odd. So there's like this whole theory behind it that rape it. And then that brings me to like another book that I read with instincts, right? So the whole purpose of like reproduction is our thing. That's our thing. That's like as far as the animal kingdom goes with humans, it's such a different thing. But it comes down to like women remember how I said I really like watching dudes fight? So like the theory behind that is that guy can
protect that's a caveman gimmick.
Me and he can protect my children. So women go in with these thoughts like, all right, this person has money, this person can provide for me, this person can fight, this person can protect for me and my kids. So there's this whole
same thing as
line of that shit.
Meathead Way. That book also says, I'm gonna slaughter this quote in my own way. The same way guys are attracted to big tits. Because they look at it and think, that's more fertile, that can provide for the young. And we don't even know it. We don't even know it.
Look at all that calcium. Oh, my babies are going to be so full.
What is this?
Big hips and tits.
Oh, bro.
That's it.
Hell yeah. Childbearing
like
hips, fucking A, baby.
Because deep down inside, we're just like all animals in the animal kingdom, they have multiple children so that the species survives because they know some are going to die.
Well, it's your genes. So the thing
you
with
want to try
men
to
is like
spread your
they wanna-
seed as much as you can.
Exactly. Push as much
That's why
of your
lions
genes
kill
out.
when lions
And
take over
women
the
are
tribe, they
walking
kill the little
around.
city ones.
Yeah,
but
me as a woman, I'm walking around, I'm looking at dudes like, are you a D1 athlete? I want your gene. You know what I mean? Like, give me all of your genes, dude.
Oh, wow.
Even animals can be not as straightforward, because I was watching this one Animal Planet where there was these grizzly bears, right? And so like there was
Infanticide,
this
is that
one.
what they call it?
What was that? Yeah, this one
Keep
grizzly
going,
bear
Pete.
was like he was the beast of the area. Like he dominated all the other bears,
Yeah.
and there was the female bear there, and he obviously wanted to mate with her, and she wasn't having it. But he was just around all the time to make sure none of the guys got there. And the one day he went out to get fish,
He's
and
a
the
gentleman.
smaller bear came up, and she actually let the smaller bear bang her, and the smaller bear's banging her with his like head over his
Back
shoulder,
turned.
keeping his eye.
Damn right.
And then when he sees the
damn
big
right.
guy come, he finishes and just sprints off right away. And the girl just sits there like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
pregnant.
when she had the kids, he probably ate them because that's what they do in the animal kingdom to keep
If he
his
knew.
bloodline
Yeah, yeah.
strong. He eats your fucking kids.
I mean, can you blame him? Right?
That book is really cool though, Matt.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
what is
I-
it? What
I-
is the
cut?
what is the name of the book?
The Anatomy of Violence by Adrian
Anatomy of
Rain.
violence. Yeah.
He's like a neuroscientist out of Penn.
All right, we're coming to the top of time here. This has been another episode of the Weekend Poppin' Special Edition. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Worker Perspectives Podcast. And you can follow us on Instagram at Worker Perspectives Podcast and hang out with us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, feel free to email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. Once again, this is the Weekend Poppin' Special. All right, Dirty D, anything you want to say to all the fans before we get out of here?
Nope.
So this is the end of the special. Stick around for the ad read.
It's all objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can